Doc Shelley, what's up? Listening to Owen? Nice. Is it today's stream? Is it good? I haven't listened to Owen in a little bit. Demon Hunter Bear, what's up, buddy? do 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 do. Covered in some blue water. Don't spring out water main. Water's cold in winter. Gotta turn the wrench harder. Should I get a new job? Late stream, almost ending. Oh, okay. Tell Owen Bane Bear said, what's up? I haven't written him a letter in a long time. Since, yeah, it's been a while. I used to write him all the time. You know, he's read like 30 of my letters on stream. Sent clothes and gifts for his kids. I've sent financial support. People are like, oh, I can't believe you do that. Oh, do you have access to your favorite comedian? Where you can write them letters and they read them live on stream in front of thousands of people? I do. Huh? Why? Because he's cool like that. I mean, I think it'd be so much cooler if other comedians did that. Like if I had the time and the money to set up a P.O. box, I'd set up a P.O. box, let people write me letters, send me goofy stuff. That'd be great. But I don't have that big of a following. And also, I was never like a mainstream kind of guy anyways. Like, I was watching a documentary about, talked about men with no digital footprint. You know, it's either that they've been burned in the past or they know that life has more meaning to it or they've got more important things to work on. All are true, you know, but at the same time, like I've never had Facebook, I've never had Instagram. I'm a Facebook virgin, I've never been zucked. You don't have to tell him Bane Bear said hi. I was just making a kind of a joke, but Owen is awesome. Been listening since 2017, I think. Yeah, I got into him in like 2018, right after when he did Stuff and Chowder. Sorry, Steven Crowder's show, you know. And then after he left Crowder was not as funny, and I was like, oh my goodness, it was funny only because Owen was there. And then just out of curiosity in 2018, just have some fun with the algorithm. I typed into, and this is right before I started my own first YouTube channel, which was just odd, stupid gimmicks and nothing major. Channel's still up. I never use it, but it's Bane Bear Begins. And then I have Bane Bear and I have Bane Bear Comedy. So I have 3 channels on YouTube, but none of them are monetized. I don't really check on it that often. I don't care. But playing with the algorithm in 2018, just put in white comedians that say the N-word. It comes up with Lenny Bruce, Owen Benjamin, and Nick DiPaolo. And that's it. And Nick DiPaolo is Italian Sicilian, so he's got a lot of skins to give him a pass. 10 people here, 4 thumbs up. Thanks for joining y'all. Having a little bit of introspective reflection. Went to a recovery class tonight, Celebrate Recovery, which is where I got my, last year, where is it? Where last year I got my, my 1-year chip. And, we've been sober 2 years as of last Friday, and then we had this major ice storm, and I fumbled. I was weak, and I drank. I was isolated. I was alone. And I kind of hate myself for it. Like, all that work. And then just one selfish slip up. Because, you know, in the mind of an actual addict or alcoholic, the world record for staying sober is 24 hours because it literally has to be a day-by-day basis kind of thing. What's up, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights? Batshite Crazy, what's up? I need to write BB a letter. I just don't know what to say to him. Yeah, just pretend like you're talking to a regular buddy. Hi, bro. My name is... Yeah, nice try. That's a nice try. Hey, Muhammad, do you think the other Muhammad would be proud of you saying that? I think he'd throw you off a roof, wouldn't he? Addiction is hard, mate. My struggle is gambling. Been to rehab twice. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but still struggle one day at a time. Yeah. I've been sober almost 3 months. Good for you, Tony. That's awesome. Benjamin guy does stuff like Moon Tower. I don't know what that means, but okay. But there's an old saying, meeting makers make it. And I went to Celebrate Recovery tonight. It's Thursday. And Tuesday night, I went to Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. And I should have picked up a white chip because the journey's starting over. But I didn't. I got called into the office. Like, my boss had noticed a difference. Muhammad has been timed out for 10 seconds. Why? Dude, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Don't use that 10-second crap. I feel like my life is still going through transformation. Yeah, that's why it's called a recovery journey. Oh, there's an old saying again. Get out of your head. Just get sober. It's in your head. Oh, good to see someone who's never struggled with it is talking to me at the age of 47 when I probably started drinking before you were a twinkle in the eye of the man that slept with your mother. Yeah, exactly. I own more than one gun. Who owns just one gun? G-Bro in the house. Have you ever seen that animated video of like a duck that shows the struggle of addiction? No, I haven't. It's hard, not easy. Are you in the back of a police van? No, it's a service plumbing van. You just have a weak mind. You don't know me, okay? So piss off. Oh, you just got put in a timeout for 5 minutes. Amateur zone, just one gun. I'm on my way to 15 so far. I wouldn't announce that, Demon Hunter Bear. I've got more than one, but I'm not going to say how many. You'll just have to break in my front door and find out. Is it going to be buckshot? Is it going to be hollow points? You just never know. G-Bro with the promo. Double tap that screen, y'all. Boop, boop. 12 people here. 5 thumbs up. Glad you're here. I'm sorry I'm not in a more chipper mood. There's some proper wind-ups, ain't there? Yeah, there are here. Yeah. You own more than one gun? Yeah, who doesn't? I've been having mega low self-esteem. Yeah, me too, Tony. I get it. Maybe it's 15, maybe it's 17. Break in and see. And we're supposed to get 6 inches of snow in 2 days. And like, while I'm at Celebrate Recovery, my boss calls me and I send him a voicemail and I text him, I'm at CR. And I didn't hear back from him. So he knows that I'm in a meeting, you know, taking my recovery seriously, trying to put it first, because without your recovery, you won't have your faith, your freedom, your friends, your family, or your occupation. And I know that. Thought 10 seconds was hilarious. Yeah. Not me. I don't own any. Well, I'm 47, not 37. I'll be 48 this year. My sweet tea got watered down. It's now bland, watery tea. Yeah. That's not fun for me at all. I wish I could say I had some jokes for y'all tonight, but I'm just in a somber, reflective mood. I'm just not my normal self tonight. And that's okay. Like there's a saying, it's okay to not be okay. It's just not okay to stay that way. And there's sayings like you have to unpack your shit and get your shit together. I think there's a time that you're allowed to be like somber and reflective, but I know I better have this stuff wrapped up tight and ready to go because tomorrow morning I'm going to be at work probably before the sun comes up, which sucks so bad, so bad. And I mean, like today, I'm at the office by 8 a.m. All right. I do paperwork till like 9:30 by the time I go to the office. I get to the first job a little after 10. I'm at that first job for 2 hours. It was a nightmare. All kinds of shower valve stuff involved. It's the picture, the picture I used for the thumbnail, that soldering project I had, where I soldered on a 1/2-inch coupling and a piece of 1/2-inch pipe and then a male adapter. And when I screwed the tub spout on, it stuck out from the wall like a 1/4 inch, 5/16, which is unacceptable, uncaulkable. And I'm like, suck. So I had to take it off, use my number 10 cutters, cut the copper back, and then resolder on a new coupling, a new piece of 1/2-inch copper, and a new male adapter to get it just perfect so that the tub spout mounted to the wall, and then caulked it in. It was frustrating. I'm not the fastest with soldering. My boss could solder in his sleep. Got it. Done. Yeah, I am not as quick as him at all. 10 people here, 7 thumbs up. Thanks y'all for being here. Again, sorry I'm not funny tonight. It's not funny. I'm a service plumber. We are here for you. Thank you, G-Bro. Take a deep breath. Yeah, I know. You're heading off home? Yeah, I'm about to head home. What did I miss? He's a plumber. Dude, I was not prepared for South Carolina wildlife when I got stationed at Charleston. Alligators and real alligators. F that. Yeah. You hunt, homie? I think you do. I don't. Uncaulkable. Yeah, it was, dude, it was embarrassing. I was like, you're a professional service plumber and you're doing work like this. HVAC tech, nice. Oh, yeah. I hate it when you find a leak and then you're like, no. Yeah. You're a cool dude. Thank you, Paulo. Smokes will ground down. We will be with you. Thank you, Grant. No, you can't. This male adapter, you can't grind it down. It has a certain amount of threads, and so does the tub spout. So I have a whole jar full of them. So I was like, I guess I'll just redo all the work I just did. And then I went and put in a garbage disposal, and then I went and changed out a toilet and a supply line. And when I pulled the old toilet, because they were wondering why it wasn't flushing, it was an old one with big back. Like it had like the 3-gallon fill tank. It was an American Standard. I replaced it with a new American Standard. And when I pulled the toilet up, there's a child's building block stuck in a can't leak seal on the flange, and with toilet paper and crap on it. And I call the husband's at work. I call the wife in. I was like, ma'am, you want to come take a look at this? And she sees it. She's like, oh, those kids. And I was like, exactly. So the sewer pipe, because I thought I was gonna have to run a sewer machine too. The sewer pipe was completely empty. So the whole time, this blockage is a rectangular green building block, like wooden blocks you build, little kids build with, toddlers, because their kids are like between the ages of 3 and 5. It's wedged in there on top of a rubber can't leak seal, wax ring all blown out, and it's holding toilet paper and crap, and just it's what's been causing them the problems. So I installed a new toilet for them, got it all caulked to the floor and beautiful. Obviously, you test it first. You use your toilet wedges and get it set right, and then I test flush it like 4 or 5 times. Turn the light off and use only my headlamp because I want to make sure there are no leaks. Then I caulked it to the floor, and all was right with the world. And when I left there, I had another job in 6 Mile, and then another job in Easley, and both of them were like, you can just come tomorrow. I was like, sweet. And then I realized I had this one more job that was a water main break in Moore, South Carolina, which was literally an hour from where I was. And I was like, no. So I called them and said, hey, this is so-and-so with such and such a plumbing company. I didn't know if you wanted me to come out tonight. Please feel free to give me a call back. My number is yada, yada, yada. And I thought, you know what? I could use a meeting tonight. So I put in the directions to Celebrate Recovery on my my Apple Maps. Yeah, I'm still in my truck because I'm at an Ingles gas station right now. I don't do live streams from my house because I live on the side of a mountain, not near cell towers, and it'll get grainy and pixelated, and I'll get janky service. It'll get glitchy. You'll have audio glitches and all that. So no, I always stream from the road. It's just easier. You're smart. It's fine. You are the best. Thanks, Grant. Sometimes caulking toilets is a thing. Sometimes it's not. I caulk all the way around it except for the back, like 4 inches. That way, if there ever is a leak from the wax ring, you can see the water come out and it's not completely caulked in to where it just rots your floor out for 5 years. But yeah, it depends on the situation. Not all toilets. If it's flat linoleum, yeah. But when it's this textured tile from 1975 and it's all small flower-shaped tiles, yeah, I'm caulking it in. Are the toilets consenting? That's funny. No. Just like hookers, I bought them. With company money, of course. Double entendre. Windshield time is moon, seemingly. Yeah, I'm across from Smokin' Blues Barbecue and Pebble Creek Pizza at the gas station right outside of an Ingles. 9 people here, 8 thumbs up. I'm glad you guys are here. Why don't you just work for yourself and not a boss? Because I'm still, like, I've only been doing, I was a renovation carpenter for 18 and a half years. And I've only been a service plumber for 17 months. So I haven't even gotten my journeyman's card yet. And I'm not at that level. And I'm not a business owner. I've never been good at that stuff. Like, some people are like, oh, why don't you own your own business? Be like, well, probably going to suck at it. Never had a nose for profit. I'm never going to retire. I'll work to the day I die. It's just the way it is. Yeah, stack bullets, gold and silver. That's my burial and inheritance my children plan right there. Quicks, I don't think you were actually an alcoholic. I don't think you drank before dawn. Snuck off at lunch to drink. And then hit the pub on the way home. Popping breath mints, hoping your kids don't smell it on you. Hiding in the garage to smoke weed and stealing people's pills. I don't think you were an addict, dude. It's not that hard. You don't really need meetings. Okay. So, unironically, it's worked for millions of people. Whereas it's just in your head. You could deal with it yourself. What does that work for? About 12 people before they ate a bullet? Meeting makers make it. Accountability matters. You left Caroline on red. Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I could pass the drug test. I have a clean driver's license. I have no criminal record. I could go drive for Amazon or UPS or FedEx. I could go work at the BMW plant, and have regular hours and stuff. Like today, I worked from 8 a.m., like I said, 8 a.m. at the office until 9:30, at the job, 10 to 12, then went to the next job and installed a garbage disposal, then had to go to Home Depot and pick up a toilet, then go to another person's house. Took forever to find their water meter because it's buried under 2 inches of dirt. I'm aerating their lawn with a probe rod for free till we found it. And that water, that ball cock, I know, funny, ball cock, had not been shut off in years. And I'm like cranking on that thing to get it shut off. Changed out a toilet. The other job's canceled. And I was like, I need to get a meeting. Also, they have free food tonight too. And it was Sloppy Joe's. Sloppy Joe's on hamburger buns with a side of chips and coleslaw. It was good. So, caught a meeting. You know, the discussion was on step 5, victory. And it was good, but I didn't stay for small groups because I kind of knew I wanted to go live and just chill with you guys for a minute before I go home and shower and go to bed early before getting up at the crack butt of dawn tomorrow to go back and do it all over again. Well, see, what have you always wanted to do in life, man? Well, that's just it. I mean, let's think about it. We all wanted to be ninjas. Who didn't want to be Batman? And then you realize the toll it takes on them, right? There's an old saying, like, you know, don't take your grocery list to the hardware store. Or just because I'm good in bed doesn't mean I should do porn. I love doing stand-up comedy because it's the most fun I've ever had on 2 feet fully clothed. Making strangers laugh in the dark. It's a lot of fun. It's very gratifying and fulfilling and validating, and it's great. But the moment it becomes a job where you have to have a manager and you have to have a promoter and you have to have, you know, you're trying to set up shows or you're trying to go on tour and then be on the road and eat shitty gas station food and stay in crummy hotels and this and that. No, then it's just lost its fun. Ask any man that fishes as a hobby. Would you like to be a professional fisherman? Ugh, no, yeah, you can win some good money at those contests, but you have 5-foot tackle boxes of lures, you're staying in hotels, you're buying boats and talking to your wife and kids on the road because, you know, you've got to enter all these contests for bass fishing and stuff. No, they just love the joy of fishing. My mentor, shout out Paul, he loves fishing for like all these different variations of tiny trout, like brim and trout and stuff, and does catch and release. He doesn't catch anything big enough to eat because he just has the thrill of loving. He loves fly fishing. He loves making his own flies, and he loves fly fishing, and it has nothing to do with monetary gain. That's kind of like the love of it. Like when we were younger, you know, your kids, your skateboard, but you ever seen the kids that worked real hard at skateboarding and they were just dying to get sponsored? They look like they were at work. Like it didn't look fun for them. Like they're trying so hard to land this trick or that trick or go over that gap or those stairs or that handrail. And it's got to be filmed just right. And this is back when we had camcorders that were the 8mm or high definition 8mm before everything went digital in the 2000s. And it's like, dude, are you having fun skateboarding? It looks like it's work. And they would be out there for hours and just like, and none of them became famous. None of them became X Games or Tony Hawk level, Nitro Circus level. Like none of them became those guys. And it's like, what'd you do it for? I do comedy because I like making people laugh. I feel that I do have the gift of gab. Like I really can draw in a crowd and make people laugh. It is a form of mass hypnosis. I almost said hip massnosis. That's its own joke. Mass hypnosis, where you convince people to be quiet long enough and pay attention to you so you can reach inside their brain and say, this is my perspective on this, and this is why I think it's funny. Come join along with me. And then they go through a joke with you, and they're like, oh, that's clever. And the moment I have to do it for money or because it's a job, my employment and my rent check is on the line. If I'm not living up to a certain standard of funny, then you got to travel the road with other comics you don't know or don't like or have different belief systems than you. And you're like, well, I got to go up after the guy who has nothing but cocaine and abortion jokes. Ha ha ha. No. Nah, hobbies can't be a job. Not bringing money, only the joy. Yeah. I love fishing and I suck at it. Nice. Howdy. OG Kiro or Kirov. I wanted to be an American Mexican ninja. Their taco Doc Shelley, you let them throw their taco napkins down? No. Any plumber worth his shit literally will tell you there's 3 things that go in a toilet: water, waste, and toilet paper. That's it. Flushable wipes does not mean biodegradable. They get clung on things like cast iron, and it just keeps me employed. Gambling addiction, do you see it as the same level as alcoholism? Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. Gambling obviously is more, just as much deadly and dangerous as alcoholism. You're not going to kill anybody on the road, but you might have a finger taken off by the mafia if you owe money. Is near bubble status. Pop. Yeah. Hey, Bear. Mr. Eric, 1983, good to see you, brother. Hope today was a good one, brother. You ready for the snow we're predicted to get? I'm dreading it, honestly. I used to love to skate, but I sucked at that too. Yeah, I did it because it was fun. Okay, Rogan. Psh. Who would want to be Rogan? Rogan's not funny. Go ahead, tell me your best Joe Rogan joke. You can't. My dream is to go to America and work to help my parents. Oh, that's admirable. Doc Shelley, be nice. What if you meant legally? Seth 312, would you sell your soul to the devil for untold fortune, but you die in 5 years? No, that's stupid. God bless you, your passion. His videos, nice. I mean, you kind of, sort of. They don't listen. Aaron Berkey, what's up? I don't eat cereal. I stopped eating cereal. Truth be told, I don't eat dairy. I like foods with cheese on them, but I don't voluntarily drink milk when I saw that your cognitive alertness is affected by it. And there is a link between men who drink a lot of milk every day and men who have Parkinson's. Sorry, I'm just sharing the facts. Look it up. It's on the AMA, the American Medical Association. It's a quarterly journal. But I will say this, I still try to eat whole foods, meats, fruits, and vegetables, and I try to keep up with, I do find like the 3 top things for generally a good life. I'm saying this as I'm smoking, so it seems antithetical. But if you get regular sleep, if you stay hydrated, and you just move a little bit, those 3 things will keep you young and virile and versatile and flexible for a long time. I can still lock my legs and bend over and put my palms of my hand on the ground. Ugh, bland sweet tea. When I did have a favorite cereal, it was Lucky Charms because it had the most marshmallows. And then a friend of mine told me, he goes, dude, that turned my poop green. I was like, oh, gotta stop that. Type in English, please. No, I get it. Yeah, cigs aren't good for me. Or I could murder people in traffic. It's just tobacco, dude. They're store-bought cigarettes. Like, I appreciate the live stream, mate. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you. You made me smile. I'm glad I came across you. I've got to go to bed. It's 2 a.m. over here in England. Pip, pip, cheerio. Lucky for me. I don't start work till 1 p.m. Wish you the best. See you soon. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate you being here. I hope you sub. Next time you'll drop in a trolley, watch my shizzle. Good night, buddy. Sleep well. 6 by 13. Mine says 10 by 12. Don't lie to me, batshite. Mr. Eric throwing a promo out. Bearsworth! Oh, haven't seen you in forever, Bearsworth. How have you been? If you want to smoke, get fake ones. What, fake cigarettes? Where's the joy in that? Do I look like a gang vapist? I do not. Unk territory. Liked and subscribed already. Thank you, Franklin. Franklin Wade. Legend. Shout out to Franklin Wade, who's about to go to bed, but luckily does not have to be at work until 1 p.m. tomorrow. By English time, which means it would be 8 a.m. our time. Wait, is that right? Yeah, it's right. Wait. No, wait. I can't math right now. Is that right? Yeah, it is right. It would be 8 a.m. tomorrow morning when he has to go to work. Yeah, they're arresting a lot of people in the UK for just having opinions. How about that silver? I know, right? I haven't come off a single bit of it. I've been stacking silver since 2013, dude. Like hardcore. Like literally every week. Just take between 3 and 20% of your paycheck and just buy silver or gold, bullion or numismatic collectibles, and just sit on it. I'm working 11 hours from now. Yep. So I was right. 8 a.m. I'm only a plumber after my girl's visit. Tell them to quit putting their taco napkins in there. Approaching bubble. Yeah. 2015 for me. You know, they're actually saying that gold might be going up to... I got excited when I heard it. Then I thought about how the devaluation of the American dollar and inflation is kind of against us. But they're saying that gold might be at $10,000 an ounce by 2030. And I was like, oh, cool. I already have gold. That's awesome. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. What's inflation going to be like? Like gallons of gas? A gallon of gas going to be like $15? Somebody's had their messages removed. Elobode Zakatakakis, you're not funny, dude. I think it's funny. Yeah, gold's at 5,000, almost 5,000 an ounce now. It's like 4,780 last time I checked. I appreciate it, Grant, but you're not my mom. No, I'm kidding. But no, I'm just, it is that way. And it is unbelievable, like, because now my streams are back up to where it's like, I'll do a live stream and I'll consistently have between, right here at the counter, I'll have between 10 and 20 people here. It'll be like 10, 12, 15, 19, 15, 17, 20, like back and forth. And then when I end the stream, it'll have anywhere between like 220 and 800 views for me just going live and ranting about nothing for like 45 minutes. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And you'll get a handful of both, where I'll get like 4 or 5 new subscribers that are like, oh, he's kind of funny. I kind of like his take on life. He's worth watching every now and then. I'll subscribe. Cool. And then on top of that, there's a scale. I also get 4 or 5 idiots who just come in here, don't read the room at all, and put things in the chat like, you like cock, you like balls. Who do you think you are? Oh, I'm just going to walk into someone else's chat, and I'm sure that it doesn't have 10 mods in it that are definitely going to put me in a timeout immediately, dummy. And you have the worst screen name ever. Oh, are you talking to Bearsworth or me, Aaron? Yeah, something big is going to happen soon. Zacatecas, badass Mexican region. Ooh, apparently not badass enough to read the room. What's with the douche flutes trolling the stream now? These guys are somehow... Dude, Mr. Eric, they have been more frequent than you can imagine. Like, it's like old school Redditors and Discord moderators. Unite! You know, what is going on? Ranting is healthy, dude. Yeah, exactly. It helps me, like, blow off some steam. Act on Man 7291 gets it. Yeah, I have the worst screen name ever. No, Grant isn't bad. Somalis for Trump. He said Somalis for Trump. You can take 5 minutes to think about that for a minute. Okay, how about that? Somalis for Trump. What's wrong with you? What inspired you to start live streaming? Just the fact that I do comedy in general, and I love using live streams as like a banter sonar, where I could bounce off new jokes and new material and stuff and be like, oh, that one killed, or nah, that one's not so funny. I did see a comedy special today. I was listening to it while driving, and I heard this one joke. I was like, oh, that is good. Like, I laughed out loud. I was like, that is epic. But it's not my joke, so I heard cock and balls are going to the moon. Yeah, if you're Elon Musk, let me make a rocket in the shape of a penis. And then we'll have the camera bounce up and down on it with the girl going, oh, it's thrusting so hard, but they can't keep a consistent shot for longer than 12 seconds. Okay. Are you stupid? Don't you know that Elon sent a drone to Mars? And I'll be like, oh, really? Because I have 20 hours of telescope time watching Mars. Have you ever looked at Mars for yourself? Well, no. Oh, okay, so you were just told something and shown a picture of Greenland with a land drone and a red filter. That's all you were shown. 1% the gravity that we have, and they landed a parachute landing perfectly the first try. It's not a rock. Mars is a luminary. It's a light, and it pulsates as if it's living. Which means, like, do you think the Earth is living? Well, why does it fail to think that the sun and the moon might be living too? Yeah, exactly. Bearsworth laughed. Who likes Elon Musk? His name is an anagram for lone scum. So, no. Yeah, his brother dated a girl that was on Epstein Island. You know that? Bet you didn't know that. Yeah, fun facts that they try to keep quiet. But it happened. Thank you, Franklin Wade. Now get some sleep, sir. Respectfully. Are all the mods also bears? No, some of them are. Demon Hunter Bear is. Bearsworth is. I also have JJ Hemcrete Bear. Well, Grant, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're not getting in trouble by staying up late. I don't know what part of the world you're in. He meant bears that like follow Owen Benjamin. That's the kind of bears he meant, Eric. I don't follow NFL. I think football's gay. You're carrying a leather purse full of air, might as well say Gucci, across a field of grass, in tights, while other men in tights try to tackle you. And if you make it to the other end, you dance. You're one butt smack and end zone dance away from let's hit the showers and do something gay in a Honda in the parking lot. Yeah, it's gay. It's gay. Gay! Football is gay. I don't know if I should stop watching Richie from Boston. Dude, I only know of him because Owen roasted him. I can't listen to your live stream. I was trying to sleep. Then log off, brother. Get you some proper rest. That's the most manly thing ever. What, telling you that football's gay? Yeah. RFB is great. Don't start some shit, Doc Shelley. I hate you a jazz in the 80s, so my voice is terrible. Soccer is the real football. Yes, and I'll watch soccer way over NFL anytime. Try rugby. Rugby is pretty entertaining. NBA. I don't like group sports. I mean, I was more of an extreme sports guy. I snowboarded, I surfed, I skateboarded, but I was never, I will say this, if you want to go with team sports, I do watch the NHL Stanley Cup. Once a year, I'll get into that a little bit. When Wayne Gretzky was with the LA Kings and they won like 4 years in a row, like 20, 30 years ago, dude, that was an epic few years of Stanley Cup just highlights. And that's right when like ESPN was just starting, like Sports Center in the mid 90s. I'm old, okay? Yeah. Gigi Lynn, good to see you, woman. Are you for Trump? I really don't give a shit. Ice hockey tough. You like baseball? I did like baseball as a kid. Grant, you're too young to know this, but I'm gonna fill you in on a little bit of MLB history. Okay. All right. Baseball was as American as Chevy trucks, apple pie, and white picket fences up until they decided to do something stupid. Okay? Before we had the internet, every kid traded baseball cards. Every kid loved baseball. Every kid loved watching baseball with his dad. It was a bonding thing. Watching my dad look like he's having a heart attack going, woohoo! Like when the Braves would score, it's like, yeah. Like I came around the corner once because I thought my dad stubbed his toe. He was cheering so hard. And Major League Baseball in 1994, when I was about 15, 16 years old. I was 15 to 16 years old. Major League Baseball went on strike because they wanted more money or whatever. While they went on strike, the NBA and the NFL just surpassed them so much so that baseball, literally, when they came back, was never the same. Go ahead, ask me. You can put a gun to my head right now and ask me to name 2 Major League Baseball players today. Couldn't do it. Nope, don't follow it. Put that in your little history pipe and smoke it. That's just for you. Apple pie is Dutch. Okay, semantics, Aaron. The NFL, all of their referees are also lawyers. So that's a fun fact. Deflategate was real. All sports are gay. What? Golf is the worst. It's a rich guy sport. You listen, if you can play a sport with a beer belly, you're not an athlete, okay? Bowling is not a sport. Yeah, so I mean, your dad's only 51. Yeah, I get it. I have a 2006 F-250. How? You're 12. The NFL owners also do the golf. You're not wrong, Gigi Lynn. Let me tell you something. I'm ADHD, so I would love if a friend calls and says, hey, do you want to go to the driving range? Cool, that sounds like a good time. We'll grab a pizza, we'll go to the driving range, we'll get a couple buckets of balls, we'll be there less than an hour, then some aggression, just bring a driver, whack them as hard as you can, return your basket and say, have a good night to the attendant and go home. When friends like, hey, do you want to play golf? It's like, hey, do you want to walk around in the sun for 6.5 hours even though you work outside all the time? No. I've never played a game of golf in my life, ever. Not counting putt-putt. Mini golf. Soccer is fun to watch, but I get winded easy. I was a good goalie. I was a good goalie in soccer as a kid because I didn't have to run as much, so I could be very attentive. Yeah, I have a 2001 Ford Ranger. Put a new spur engine into it in 2019, so it's like a brand new truck basically. And then I've got the 2006 Chevy Express plumbing van, which is not mine, it belongs to the company. But I'm in this van twice as long as I'm in my bed every week. Just about. Like, I'm in this van. Like, I felt guilty for cutting off early to go to a recovery class today after just working 10 hours. Like, oh, it was just a half day. And then my boss called me while I'm at a recovery meeting, and I texted him, "Hey, I'm at CR. I'm at Celebrate Recovery," and so. But I know he's going to want to talk about work for half an hour to 45 minutes, and I don't have it in me. Not today. Tomorrow's Friday. It's payday. It's good, but my paycheck sucks this week. I'm a commission plumber, and I did not make a lot of bank this week. 10 people here. 15 thumbs up. Thanks, y'all, for being here. Watch me vent a little steam in a way that's not really funny while drinking watered down tea and smoking cigarettes at a gas station outside of an Ingles across from Smokin' Blue Barbecue and Pebble Creek Pizza. The fart noise was on point. I'm so glad I don't gamble. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It does. Like ADHD, like, how many ice creams in that glass? Oh, look, a fly. Want to go ride bikes? A squirrel. Look. I live in South Dakota. It's freezing. Oh, dude, I've been to South Dakota in the summer. I can't imagine what it's like in the winter. That sounds brutal, bro. I've got a 1984 Pontiac Acadian scooter. Does PTSD fascinate you? 4-letter diagnosis are hilarious. I find the study of human behavior in general to be funny. When I was in college, I was a double major for photography and psychology, so I could screw with people's heads and then take pictures of their funny expressions, which I guess is fitting that now I do comedy and plumbing, because I deal with a lot of shit and then I vent about the shit I do, on stage. Ha ha ha. Morning! Morning, IXANXNY. I don't know what that means, but all right. Good to have you here. My life is just my coping with PTSD. That is all. Yeah, there are plenty of times, like, you take a shower at night after work, but especially now when it's cold, I'm taking 2 showers a day where you shower at night after work, get a good cozy, nice night's rest in a bed that's warm, and then wake up, and I'll take a second shower before work. And there are plenty of times in the morning I'll just sit in the shower. I'll just sit down and just turn it extra hot and just be like, I don't want to go to work today. And then I do. And then, 12 to 15 hours later, I'm like, well, that was terrible. Looks like it's time for somebody to go apply for the drive-through McDonald's. PTSD is one probably should look more into. Yeah. -15. Ooh, that sucks. They might be messing around with the weather. Bads are more awesome. I don't have time for that stuff. I know this weather's unnatural. I don't know. It's PTSD. If people, and when I say people, I mean like the higher ups in charge, if they actually gave a shit, we would have less resources for immigrants and more resources for our veterans, which, only, 22 of them kill themselves a day, or is it an hour? I can't remember. But 22 veterans kill themselves per day. That's a lot. Around the world, 86 men self-delete per hour. Did you know that? 86 per hour, which means in the time that I've been live, 80 people, men, around the world for depression or PTSD or broken hearts or lost souls, whatever reason, have off themselves in just the time that we've been live. That's just sad. I know. Who exactly, though? I don't know. Small hats? I don't know. COVID gave civilization PTSD if they chose to. I mean, if you don't see that they literally, they organized a world economic shutdown based on the sniffles. where twice a year when it goes cold to hot and hot to cold, oh my goodness, we're going to lose fat people, old people, and unhealthy people. Oh no. Let's add to it with a mystery shot. Oh, don't forget the second one. Oh, you might want to get this booster too. That's why Bob Saget died. Bob Saget was on a radio broadcast, which was on YouTube back in 2020, 2021, whenever it was. He was on a radio, like they had it filmed and it was on YouTube, but it was a radio show broadcast, like Discount Howard Stern kind of thing. And he said, yeah, I've had both shots and I just got the booster, whatever that is. And then 10 days later, he was dead. So that's a thing. Nope, someone got timed out. Let's see what for. Let's see what for. What was the message? Support ICE. I don't want to slip on it. Or you're a dick butt. What's worse? I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. Well, I don't know if I'd sleep with somebody that had the vax. That's just me. That's me, Doc Shelley. That's just me. And here's the thing is that if you said to her ahead of time, hey, do enough research on it before you take it. Most people don't even know the main 4 companies that provide it, let alone what's in it. There's glyphosate in it. There's, what was the other one? There was something else in it. The same stuff, luciferase. It's the same chemical that allows lightning bugs to glow. That stuff in their butt. Yeah, that was in it. There was trace metals and lead findings. Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and what was the other one? I can't remember the 4th one, but there's a 4th major company. Those 4 companies killed a lot of people with it. And these are people that are also already unhealthy. They don't exercise, they drink beer, they're probably overweight or over the age of 50. Yeah, that's what you got. Very true, Gigi Lynn. A lot of Americans going homeless. Unfortunately, we aren't close anymore. I understand it. In the 17th. In the 17th what? Yeah, it was all experimental. Just like they shut down TikTok for 12 hours. You don't think that was a test? They shut down the SNAP and EBT benefits for people. You don't think that was a test? There are people like my buddy, Chris Wilson, who has cerebral palsy, who actually needs his government assistance. He's not some black guy or white guy that's just lazy as shit and trying to just leech off the system. Yeah, I know Brian Staveley. I met him personally. I met him at Flattoberfest in September of 2021. He kind of hates me, but I mean, we got along then, but then after that, I called out some shit about the Mandela effect, and he got really butthurt. Dang, you beat me. What did I beat you in? They're making money, honestly. What more do you want? Yeah, dude. Like drug companies are sitting around with boardrooms full of board executives to be like, man, we got to make a product we can sell. Hey, what's wrong with your leg? I don't know. It's just been restless today. Ah, restless leg syndrome. Let's make it a thing. Go. I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm going to cut it off in 4 minutes. Just letting you know ahead of time. Flame on. Corny joke. Fantastic Four reference. Someone else just got timed out. Let's see what for. What was the... It's baffling that the lockdown happened to me. Still find it mad looking back. Scary. They can just do it again if they wanted. I'm essential. I didn't miss a single day of work. I drove with a truck with a ladder hanging out the back. Did you know I drove with a suspended license for 3.5 years through COVID? Never got pulled over. Nobody cared. Why? Because if you have a couple 2x4s and a ladder sticking out of the back of your truck, they're like, that guy's essential. And if you drive careful, you're fine. Yeah, exactly, Doc Shelley. That's exactly what they said. I'm not going to repeat it, but that's what they said. Or vaccines. How about both? You don't have to type in all caps, batshite crazy. Or Doc Shelley, but you can if you want, I guess. 5 people here, 18 thumbs up. What, that under there? Oh, it's a bald head under there, is what it is. Yeah, I have to have beanies. I wear beanies or a baseball hat pretty much year round. Beanies, 9 months out of the year. Baseball hat, 3 months out of the year. Yep, I do. Right? Franklin, get some sleep, sir. You must have energy for the tea and crumpets. I mean, it's like 2:30 a.m. for you right now. Bald is beautiful unless you're abroad. Hey. Yeah. If I were Will Smith and married to Jada Pinkett Smith, yeah, I wouldn't bang her either. I'd be like, ooh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm bald, but yeah, I could never get with a bald chick. You voluntarily shaved your head and you have the ability to grow hair. I hate you. You might as well ride a wheelchair for the fun of it. I appreciate the accent every time. I might as well stay on for the last 4 minutes. Good point. Pip pip cheerio. Did you ever seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels or Snatch? I love doing Jason Statham. Do you know who I am? Tom, you're fat and look as though you should be, but you're not. Your skin's all wrinkly. Guns for show, knives for a pro. We need knives. Big fuck off shiny ones. 2 people here, 18 thumbs up. I can't believe that. Counter batshite crazy. Give me an update. I love protests. I love funny things. And if your name is Renee Good and you got run over by or shot by an ICE agent you were trying to run over, and there's proof that you stayed with a lesbian lover who wanted to beat your kids, and a judge gave you the opportunity to see your kids and have your kids and have time with your kids, if you gave up that abusive lesbian lover and you chose the lesbian lover and then you got shot running over an ICE agent, Renee, good. Also, the male nurse, yeah, okay. They'd broken a rib of his a week before. He's like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll strap up. I'm sure this won't go wrong. I won't accidentally misfire a bullet. They won't know how to take it and then shoot me. Ha ha ha. I don't feel sorry for these people. You go out during a protest and it's negative 10 degrees. Clearly, you're being paid. I do love a crumpet and tea. I'm the last sub standing, apparently. You're the best. Thanks, Grant. I always park in bald-only parking spots. They have bald-only parking spots? Canada's the worst. All right, I'm going to go. You guys have a good night. And remember, do you feel loved? Later, y'all. Good night.